Hey everyone, it's BDevine. Welcome to Divine Miracles, and this is the guidance for the month of January 2020. Can you believe? And usually I'm making videos for you every day with all our card readings and things, but this is a little bit different. I've written some guidance at my website, so if you know me by now, you know that every month I write up an article. Whether I get to be able to do it with you guys or not online is, hopefully I'll be able to do it this year. But what we're working with this month, for the entire month, no matter what star sign you are or whatever it is, we're working with Gabriel, the angel, Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is one of my favorite archangels because of the messages that the energy brings, and also the new encodings that the energy brings. So as we move into this 2020 energy, we've been fluffing off 2019's craziness, and 10 years before that, this decade of rushing around energy, right, trying to figure it all out. We've opened up into our spirituality. We've discovered a lot about ourselves, over these years. We've grown. You've seen me change over the last 10 years and go through different experiences myself. And we've all gone through our own just ups and downs, turmoils, devastation and pain, on many different levels. And many of you are discovering where those pain pockets still exist within you as well. So the energy of Gabriel is very soft. So it comes forward with this very soft and loving, watery kind of energy with Gabriel. I think of Gabriel as a female, okay? So we've got all of this different energy coming in. At the same time, our energy centers are being reformed. We're going through different timelines very, very quickly. We've jumped a lot in time as well. You may have felt that. You may have felt a rush sensation in your chest. You may have had like pressure headaches. You may have been feeling like third eye pressure as well. Maybe your ears have been itchy, or stomach problems has been a big thing, because the solar plexus is adjusting to no karma, so no karmic energy. As long as you're opening up and raising your vibration, the karma is dissipating, and this is the information that I'm getting, okay? Maybe different for everybody else. But Archangel Gabriel is working very closely with the energies of miracles and the angel Hamied, our spirit guides, our dragon energy as well, bringing in that powerful force. And I'm going to be doing a meditation, a guided sort of, follow me along kind of meditation for Australia and the fires over there as well. So stay tuned for that. I'm also going to be going live on the full moon Friday. So it'll be in the afternoon. Okay, because unfortunately I've got evening appointments. So it'll be in the afternoon and we'll go live. So I just wanted to put that out there because some people were asking. But anyway, we are receiving a ton of information. And at the same time, we are, letting a whole lot of energy go, okay? A lot of you people are beginning a new wave of your spiritual journey. A lot of you are contemplating, thinking about, opening up your own spiritual program or guidance or whatever it is that you want to do as well. I always recommend that people just be yourself. Don't feel like you have to fall into conformity or comparing or anything, because a lot of people think they don't have anything to offer because they're looking at all these other people. So just be yourself, okay? That'll always win through. Now, it's very, very important that as you're going through these different changes, the different coding, the different energies that are leaving, the different energies that are coming forward, the new spirit guides that are coming in, the new life angels that are working with you, the angel Gabriel that's working with you, your spirit guides who are also have been guiding the way forward, because they guide your spirit. They've been guiding the way forward. Your animals have been, animal guides have been working with you closely. You may have been seeing a lot of signs and symbols especially at the end of 2019 with regards to animals. Okay, so everything's grounding us and at the same time opening up the space for extra knowledge. Now, there's been some extra information that I've started to be working with, which is sort of out of the universal sphere, I guess you could say. And it's been very, very interesting, the information that has been coming forward about this integration of the energy. Okay, so we're getting very, very, very high frequency codes coming in. All right, and some people are resisting them, and it's making you feel worse because you're not understanding. Look, 24 hours, go for 24 hours of feeling a pressure or a headache or feeling a stomach ache, and then you're through it. So some people are resisting this and becoming frightened. Okay, so the energy is trying to bring us into this beautiful awakening. And yes, we are seeing devastation happening in Australia. Every single year there are fires in Australia. And since September in Sydney, in the New South Wales area, these fires have been going. It's been going for a long time. More help has been needed, to put it all out. Anyway, the thing is that there's chaos happening in one way to try to distract us. The other way, it's sort of bringing people together. Is if you notice, whenever there's a crisis, the sense of community, the sense of support, people digging deep, and bringing in, money to help and abundance and support, it all comes together. Finally, people realize how important life is, for the animals, for the people, for this beautiful country, and starting to help. And just like with the Amazon forest being on fire as well, people came in and poured in and helped. This is what's needed. It's sad that it takes a chaos or a devastating situation before people will take notice of what's going on. So we have all these distractions. Our heart goes out to this energy. However, we cannot focus on the fear. We cannot allow ourselves to focus on sadness and fear and worry and concern and stress. Instead, we have to focus on peace, on rains, on wellness for everybody, on everybody starting to understand or have an awakening, things becoming easier, focusing like this. If we're all doing that, then we're going to start to notice the changes like almost instantaneously, quickly. We started working on the dragons and sending the dragons to change the weather patterning and bring the rain and dampen the earth and uplift the spirits. And straight away, it started to rain unusually in certain parts. So we can keep going with it. And the whole year is going to be like this. This is why I'm talking about it, because the whole year is going to be about your mind working in a positive way over the situation. Using your powerful mind to work with you instead of working against you all the time, to work with the world instead of fighting against it, to open up to the different planetary changes and open up to the different energies of the universe and beyond, okay? Because there's more than just this universe, of course. And we're starting to gather information from these beyond realms. Now, sitting complaining and sitting and not doing anything about your life, or expecting others to do for you, is not going to wash in this new energy. We all have to have an expectation of wonderful things happening and an expectation of goodness for ourselves, which is going to bring the healing that we've been waiting for within our body, okay? Trauma pockets, as I said, PTSD symptoms, people with chronic illness, people who want to upgrade their abilities very, very quickly, people who want to work with the dragons, people who want to work with their guides, people who want to work with their angels. We have it all covered at Divine Miracles now. I've made and created some different readings, different healings, and there's going to be different teachings available for you to listen to yourself. As well this year. Okay, I'm also working on spiritual boxes of crystals and things that are made just for you. Okay, so this is all coming, and I'm just visualizing it happening in the right timing. Okay, so let's have a look at this energy of Gabriel, remembering that we're drawing down, as we're breathing, we're drawing down the energy of the divine, breathing in what we need and breathing out what we don't need, just in our normal everyday breath. Practice doing that, drawing down the energy of Source, Great Spirit, the divine, God, whatever you want to call it. Okay, it's what it is for you. So let's have a look at this. I have created this at my website, bymiracles.com, and you can go to BDevine's articles, and it's just overloaded with ridiculous amounts of articles, and it needs to be all sorted out, but it's going to happen. Okay. All right, so let me read to you the passages from here, from my iPad. So I do apologize for looking down right now as I read this to you, okay? So Archangel Gabriel is known as the angel of the night and the angel of annunciation, being able to speak. Also known as the angel of resurrection, bringing all of our abilities to the surface. 2020 is finally here. We are in a brand new and extensive energy. Do you see what that means? It's bigger than you can imagine. It may take a bit of navigating your way forward now as you begin to shift into a brand new direction. You may not recognize yourself and the changes you are undergoing because you've been through such trauma previously that it still may come up to deal with. And this is what we were talking about, these trigger points, PTSD issues, chronic anxiety. Please do yourself a favor and actually sit with me for 4 or 5 sessions. We go through the whole thing and you won't have to deal with it for the rest of your life. Okay, you'll know how to deal with it. Okay, so, and I'm someone who had it for 28 years. Deep chronic anxiety, agoraphobia. So I know what it's like. Okay, so 2020 is finally here. You may not recognize yourself because of the trauma. That's what we were talking about. The Archangel Gabriel works with the energies of many millions of angels to ensure that you are upgraded and coded into new light energies. I keep looking over there because I'm expecting my chat to come up, so I need to look here. Many of us are experiencing the new beginnings and financial changes we have been waiting for, haven't we? You will not be able to bring anything destructive with you into this new vibration. So therefore, there will be situations and people that will leave your space. That's okay. Universe takes care of it. You may have been stressing about someone and it's been driving you crazy. Suddenly they're gone and the universe is taking care of it. Okay. Freedom on all levels is yours if you open up and allow this to flow. You are deserving of all the bliss now, and you need to begin to see yourself and your life differently. Because of the sheer energy that's coming into your energy field from Source. And the angels, you will go through adjustment phases and energetic symptoms. These only last 24 hours max. You've got to hang in there, okay? To adjust your frequency to higher potentials. Awakenings are happening all over the globe, and the world will rise up against tyranny and dogma. It will be amazing also. It will be amazing. Oh, my light has died. Okay. It will be amazing and also challenging as the energies also cause things to end in some places in your life and around the globe. Do not give in to fear. Stay positive and in truth. The angels will assist every single person and animal right now as the big shift transforms the globe. Okay, so angel whispers readings, all kinds of readings you can have now, soul strand readings, 12-part readings about yourself astrologically, 6-month forecast, whatever it is that you want, they're all available again. Okay, so the crystals that we can work with include amber, larimar, aquamarine, hematite, and lapis lazuli. And I was wearing my larimar this morning, but it kept falling off. So I have a raw piece of emerald on for healing. Okay, incense, blue jasmine or superhit, essential oils, peppermint, wintergreen, ginger, chamomile, and lemon. So the key points, January 2020, manifesting your dreams, independence, original ideas, resolutions, new beginnings, creative energy, awakening, and again, those healing codes. So every month we are given from the angels different healing codes. Okay, now just excuse me for 1 second while I make sure that this is plugged in. Okay. Okay. Of course this would happen right now. All right. So hopefully that's that. Okay. Right. Okay, so because of my iPad, I've got to have my iPad. Oh gosh. That's really, really horrible. Got to have my iPad doing its thing. Okay. Right. So we're manifesting your dreams. Now every month we go through attunements from the angels, and we go through these different energies, and we go through these different challenges, and things are taking place, and things are shifting, and things are moving, and things are going, and things are leaving, and we're always going through it, right? It never stops. We're always going through some kind of transformation on some level, right? You may find that your lungs, your breathing, your throat, your solar plexus, your stomach, like from the neck down kind of thing, is, if you're a healer or if you're very empathic, that you're going to find that this area is the most affected by the waves of energy that are coming in from these higher frequencies, adjusting, because all of these areas have to do with soaking up energy from other people. We can't be doing this anymore. This is not going to wash with us anymore. So the throat chakra, your heart, solar plexus, going down into those areas, we have to ask for this adjustment to cleanse and clear, and then to reinforce our auric field around us. So we're aware of other people's stuff, but we're not taking it on, because that's the whole point. 2020 is about you figuring out your boundaries, you downloading the information that you need, that you move forward on your life path. You do not let anything stop you this year, because everything is guiding you in that direction for it to take place. The information that you're receiving will be very intuitive, okay? So trust that instinct, trust that first feeling. Don't ignore those red flags, whatever it is that you're feeling, okay? It's all there for a reason. The creative energy opens as well, right? So when you're being creative, you're healing yourself. Then when you heal yourself, you heal other family members, ancestral roots, you heal your generations to come. It's a fantastic thing that you need to do for yourself, right? Is working on your creativity, working on yourself. Okay, so resolutions, new beginnings, creative awakening on deeper levels. So you're just going to have a knowledge that you didn't have before. You're just going to have a knowing that you didn't have before. If you are working on this every day, that you're just breathing in source energy, that you're paying attention to your dreams, and that you're not comparing yourself to other people, that if there's anyone that's destructive or crossing the line with you, that you're creating these boundaries and not feeling bad and guilty and worried about it. That you're like, no, a boundary was crossed and I am important as well. That needs to happen. Because too often we're like, oh, I don't want to make waves. I don't want to upset anybody. All that craziness needs to stop, right? Then we can open up to these new beginnings. The angel Gabriel can help to facilitate beautiful healing in a way that it's filtered for you. So you're not going to hear any crazy nonsense. You're not going to see anything that's scary. You're not going to receive information that's horrible. This is all filtered to suit you, okay? Because half the time, your abilities are blocked off because of your deep fear. Of what you might see, what you might hear, what might actually happen will freak you out, right? So you're frightened of it, so you think you want to open it, but you're not, and you're not doing it in the right way. So this is making it even, harder for you. Okay, all of your abilities are there. You just got to tap into them. So don't feel like it's something you have to, oh, I need to open this. No, it's open. You have to accept it, and stop being afraid of it. Or if you don't realize you're afraid, it may be on the subconscious level, past lives, off with the head or whatever, because things, it just could be anything like that. Some sort of fear as a child that you don't remember, something subconscious, whatever it is, and it blocks the energies that you're now trying to achieve. This is easy to fix, okay? All right, so you may also feel the independence energy. So you're just going to be wanting to do things away from big crowds, perhaps. Maybe, the way that you've always done things, you might have been a gamer, say, for example. You just sat there gaming, late at night, every night kind of thing, just numbing your brain on gaming, creating a false reality for yourself where you feel safe. And therefore you end up, with social anxiety and agoraphobia. You don't want to go anywhere, right? And it becomes more and more and more intense because you have to face things or pay bills or have to speak to someone important. And it's like, I just want to go back to my room. I just want to go back to my gaming or whatever. These patterns are going to have to stop because, you're allowing a program to control you and control your space and control your mind and control your levels of anxiety and control your adrenaline and control everything that you actually want to do. Deep down, you want to do something, but you don't want to be bothered by anybody. So gaming is the key, but it's killing people. It's starting to become a really big problem, as we know. So if you are someone like this, there is help available. Healthy levels of gaming is fine, but all night, every night, come on. So there's something else that you can do, and you can break out of that cycle. And, parents are seeing children, like my kids are all gamers, and the older two is worse than the youngest one, believe it or not. Youngest one is off doing his own thing. He's like, I'm out, I'm doing stuff. The other two had me most of their life, so they're like, oh, this is great, I'll just stay at home, Mum's cool, it's easy. So they don't want to go anywhere, Maybe I should have made it harder. But anyway, we're noticing this is happening more and more. Young children are just on their phone, like right in front of their face. And they use it as a coping mechanism. So parents, if your kid is suddenly just on that phone, like all the time, like right up to their face, constantly, not talking, withdrawn and doing all this stuff, then there's something that they're trying to cope with that's happened, probably more than one thing. And it's not for you to take a blame thing or feel guilty about it. It's just for you to notice, hang on, my kid's coping with something and using the phone as a coping weapon, probably a lot of them with the gaming as well, but the phone especially. And, we've seen it firsthand, Bobby and I. Just phone straight up to the face, and turn your phone off at a certain time, and coming out at 3 a.m. and there's the phone, bad. It's really like bad for the eyes and just everything. So there's something going on when that's happening. You will be noticing this. You'll be noticing energies about other people. You'll be noticing who you want to be with. You'll be noticing that you may want to withdraw and be in nature, or just go hiking, or, spend this year on your health. And definitely, even though I'm already very healthy, I'm going to the next level this year. I'm doing my best to do that. Get back into really good shape, etc. For myself, not for anybody else. The awakening process is different for everybody as well. We all go through this emotional journey. Our emotional exhaustion happens at times, physical and emotional, mental exhaustion happens. And sometimes we think that there's something wrong with us because we can't sleep, we're overthinking, we're overdoing things, can't stop repeating a pattern, or can't stop repeating a situation in our mind, which brings back the same feelings, etc. This cycle is exhaustion. That's what that is. And that's easily, cleared as well. But the biggest part of, 2020 is receiving these codes of energy, of wisdom, of divine truth. In 2012, we had this beautiful worldwide, shift as well. And since then, things have been progressively changing. The other planets that are around and the other beings that live on different planets, different universes, different multiverses, whatever you want to call it, they are aware of what's happening on Earth. And believe me, there's going to be no big destruction where the whole entire planet is blown up, because it has a ripple effect to everywhere else. It's just not going to happen. There are things that have already been stopped from happening on this planet, I can tell you, right? I mean, we should have gone, if we were going to go, we should have gone a long time ago now. But it was all buffered and protected, okay, because of that. But there are things that karmically we are cleansing. As our internal fires are burning, there's fires burning everywhere else. As we're cleansing karma, the world is cleansing karma. So we have to make it a little bit easier for us to navigate through. There are people who are going to leave our sphere. There are people whose time is coming to an end because they want to come back in a younger body and be able to be here for the rest of this awakening of humanity, okay? We need to just support each other and come forward. None of this comparing craziness. Oh, I'm doing this and you can't do that. So I'm doing this kind of website, so you can't do it. I've had that in the past where I help somebody, get their channel going or whatever. And then they're like, you can't do those videos anymore. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I can do whatever I want, and so can you, So the energy has to be that you are focused on what you're doing without comparison with others, that you're coming from integrity, okay, without caring what others think of you, and that you're also extending this light just around the globe. That's all we have to really do, okay? We focus our attention on peace, focus our attention on a massive healing, big changes. The auric field of the world is becoming clogged with all kinds of crazy stuff that we imagine this in crystalline energy. Just do this energy work ourselves with our visualization and our belief in it, and do the same for ourselves, our visualization, our belief in it, changing the way we think about things, opening our creativity, not listening to drama. If anyone comes at you with drama, you're going to have to shut the door mentally. Do you know what I mean? No more drama. It's different when someone's coming and asking for assistance, and you're a therapist in some kind. Well, that's different. That's not drama. That's someone's life, But listening to other people's, just listening to gossip and just, I'm in this problem. I've got that problem. Woo, 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 all over Facebook. You know what I mean? Complaining when there's stuff bigger going on, that we need to be working on. You just need to shut down from it. I mean, I know that there are some people that you have on Facebook, or you have there because you've had them for a long time or whatever it is, and that's just how they are. You're kind of used to it and you ignore it, right? But don't get yourself involved in anger or frustration or those lower energies. We must maintain our high vibration, okay? Using crystals, using meditation, taking nature walks, salt baths if you need to, grounding yourself, bringing all your power back to yourself, taking notice of what your physical body is doing. If you're exhausted, go sleep. If you're stressed and overthinking, cut it out and put your hand over your heart and say, what's really going on? You will have the answers there. Accept the coding coming from Archangel Gabriel. It's like awakening healers, and all of us are healers, by the way. We have the ability to focus on something, focus on wellness, and it heals. Okay, we've just forgotten all of this, but it's coming back. Unlocking these different chakras, the higher chakras as well, the chakras of the earth, focusing on those, just doing the focus with love, everything with love. Getting rid of negative energy with love, protecting yourself with love. This is always going to last. Okay, this is always going to be a good thing. And manifesting also. This year is about manifesting your dreams into reality like that. You need to be careful what you're thinking about, because it will start happening. You know, there are things that all of us want to achieve, and we have to hold a vision of success with it instead of a vision of, oh, I want to do that, but how's this coming and how's that coming and where's the money coming from and what if it doesn't work and what if nobody comes? Oh, well, I'll just give up. Don't defeat yourself before you've even begun something, right? Visualize success. Remember that everything happens in divine timing. Don't limit yourself on exactly what can happen. You know, don't say to yourself, I want to have this big house here on the hill, when there could be 3 times bigger ranch just down the corner. Do you know what I mean? So when you're manifesting something, you want to think without limits, okay? Limitless. Okay, I want this or something even better for myself. This is going to be an easy process. I just have to let go and allow and let my thoughts not be limited. You know, let myself be free from restriction, okay? Let my mind be free to manifest. Let things be able to move forward in my life beautifully, right? And then everything will start to open up. You won't know how it's all going to happen. You don't need to, but everything will start to open. So Gabriel is also overseeing the elements of water. Fantastic to use with your visualization where there is water needed, obviously over Australia. And one thing that you can imagine is, if you don't know what Australia looks like, get a photo of it up on YouTube, a Google image, or on Google or whatever. Just get a small square image so you can focus on it. And then imagine that there is this beautiful pyramid coming over the top of Australia, and the pyramid is blue. And you notice that all of the angels and guides and dragons and loved ones and animals and everything start jumping into this pyramid, you know, this beautiful pyramid that you're just imagining. And you imagine it moving down over Australia, and it's full of water because it's blue. So it's full of water and it's just flooding over Australia. And all of the guides and angels and dragons and animals, etc., are then given permission to work on it. Okay, and we just visualize the blue going into the earth. If we all do that, it's just going to happen. Okay, you'll notice in the next few days after doing this visualization what happens. I'm telling you, as soon as I started working with the dragons, change it. Yes, it was like it was a tiring experience because I think I was doing it in my sleep as well. So, and then the next day, it's like I got reports from my friends and my kids, you know, okay, there's changes in the weather, they can't believe it, there's rain coming, the smoke is clearing, etc. So it's different, okay, and it's powerful, and we've got this ability to just visualize something and bring it into a reality, and when we all work together, we see results, okay? All right, so let me just put this back on because I need my music. Okay. All right, so here we go. Whoops. Of course, an advertisement would come up. Okay. As you can tell, this is all done on the spot, right? There's no editing this video, so I'm always there nice. It's just how it is. So I appreciate all of you listening to the guidance. Gabriel's working with you. If you need help with any of these issues and bringing in some deeper channels for yourself, opening up healing from post-traumatic stress disorder, ADHD, obsessive compulsive disorder, any of these things, it's a non-clinical way of doing it. It is a much more powerful way of doing it if you work with me, and it's just how it is, you know, the right messages are there for you, and the ways in which you can deal with things start to become very doable, not hard, okay? And you just need to know, like everybody that's listening, you just need to know that you are completely supported 100% on your journey. As you need assistance, you need to ask with expectation that it's there for you. Okay, visualize a life that you want for yourself. See yourself happy and joyful. See yourself changing. See your physical body changing. Okay, but if you want to do these things, it does require effort. And it doesn't just happen to you and then you don't have to do anything anymore. I work on my spirituality every single day. I work on healing every single day. I work on empowering myself every single day. I don't just be this way. I have to work at it. Okay, I have to put what I'm telling you, I have to put it into action. And that's how I know it works. I know that those things happen. Our manifestations are going to be very, very quick. Energy is changing daily. We are jumping timelines. We're jumping through different dimensions daily, energetically speaking. Okay, so just go with this flow now. Allow yourself to move into it and see the wonderful benefits that this brings for you. So I hope that you enjoyed this guidance, and I will see you on Friday. Also, there'll be pretty much daily videos coming up anyway, and meditations and things that we can do, okay, together, making it more powerful. So I hope that this is helpful, and I thank you for being here and subscribing and sharing. Until the next time, many blessings, and bye for now. Bye.